Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today's video is nothing short of explosive, a revelation so unexpected that it has shaken the entire online community. Just weeks after their beautiful wedding, Yu Long and Mei Mei have dropped an unprecedented announcement that no one saw coming, leaving fans and the media in absolute shock. If you're ready to dive into this unbelievable twist, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the hottest updates. Let's uncover the full story behind this jaw-dropping revelation. Nobody could have imagined that barely weeks after celebrating one of the most romantic celebrity weddings of the year, Yu Long and Mei Mei would step into the spotlight again. This time with an announcement so unexpected, so unprecedented, that it sent the entire public into a frenzy. Their wedding, which had been hailed as the fairy tale event of the season, suddenly became the starting point of a truth that swept across social media like wildfire. And when the couple appeared hand in hand in front of the cameras, the atmosphere in the room shifted instantly. Reporters leaned forward, fans held their breath. Even the live broadcast chat slowed down, waiting for the words that would drop like a thunderbolt. The moment Yu Long took the microphone, a wave of tension rippled across the room. He was composed, but there was something different in his eyes, a mix of vulnerability and determination rarely seen from him. Standing beside him, Mei Mei looked equally emotional, her fingers trembling slightly as they intertwined with his. When she finally spoke, her voice was gentle, yet steady, as though she had rehearsed the moment countless times in her mind. We know this will surprise everyone, but it is something we need to share. Not as celebrities, but as two people who chose to be honest with the world. Those words alone were enough to spark chaos online. Thousands of comments flooded in, speculating wildly. Was it a scandal? A breakup? A hidden conflict? Fans exchanged theories at dizzying speed, their hearts pounding as the silence stretched on. Then, with a deep breath, Yu Long finally revealed the truth, a revelation so overwhelming that even the reporters guessed. Just a few days after our wedding, we discovered that our lives were about to change forever. We are expecting our first child. The room erupted instantly. Some screamed, some burst into tears. Cameras flashed non-stop as fans around the world reacted in real time, their emotions escalating from shock to joy to disbelief. But before the chaos could settle, Mei Mei continued with an even more heart-stopping detail. "We didn't expect it to happen this soon," she admitted. "In fact, we only found out when I suddenly fainted during our post-wedding trip. At first, we thought it was exhaustion." But the truth was far more miraculous. Her voice trembled with emotion, and as Yu Long placed a protective hand on her back, viewers everywhere felt their hearts soften. But the shock didn't stop there. The couple revealed that their decision to announce the pregnancy publicly was not only driven by happiness, but also by a desire to protect Mei Mei from growing waves of speculation. Over the past few days, fans had noticed her absence from scheduled interviews, causing rumors to spread uncontrollably. "We didn't want lies to grow," Yu Long explained. "We didn't want people to assume the worst. We wanted to tell the truth ourselves, openly, honestly, and proudly." It was a rare moment of raw sincerity in an industry where secrecy and polished images often overshadowed genuine emotion. Yet what truly moved the audience was how deeply personal their confession became. Yu Long revealed that he had broken down in tears when the doctor first confirmed the pregnancy. "I've played many roles," he said, voice thick with emotion, "but nothing has ever made me tremble the way I did when I realized I was going to be a father. Suddenly, everything in my life, my career, my choices, my fears, shifted in an instant." Meanwhile, Mei Mei admitted that she had spent several nights unable to sleep, overwhelmed with both joy and anxiety. "I kept touching my stomach," she recalled softly. "I couldn't believe that a tiny new life was growing inside me, a part of him, a part of me, something created by love." But with joy also came an unexpected challenge. Their doctors warned them that the early stages of the pregnancy required extreme caution due to Mei Mei's health condition, a condition she had never revealed publicly. "I've always appeared strong in front of the camera," she confessed, "but my health has been fragile for many years. We knew becoming pregnant might be difficult. That's why this feels like a miracle, but also a responsibility we cannot take lightly." This revelation added a deeper emotional layer to the announcement, stirring concern and admiration from fans who had followed her career since the beginning. As the press conference continued, the couple addressed the overwhelming support and criticism they anticipated. They knew the public would question the timing. They knew some would accuse them of planning everything for publicity. But they chose transparency over silence. "We are not perfect," Yulong said firmly. "We are simply two people trying to do our best. Our child wasn't planned, but it is the brightest blessing we could ever receive." But even as waves of congratulations poured in, the world outside the press conference was far from calm. Behind the scenes, agencies scrambled, talk shows prepared emergency episodes, and online forums erupted with heated debates. Some fans were ecstatic, believing this was the happiest turn of events imaginable. Others were skeptical, even hostile, claiming the timing was too perfect, too dramatic, or too suspicious. Rumor channels began circulating speculation that the couple had wrestled with intense pressure from both families before deciding to tell the world. And although none of these rumors had evidence, they spread faster than wildfire, each version contradicting the last. Meanwhile, insiders who witnessed the private moments between Yulong and Mei Mei after the press conference painted a far more intimate picture than what the public saw. The moment they stepped into the backstage corridor, Mei Mei collapsed into Yulong's arms, overwhelmed by the weight of everything she had held inside. Those who were nearby said she trembled as though releasing months, maybe even years of suppressed emotion. "I was so scared," she admitted to him as she wiped her tears. "I thought people would hate us." And Yulong, still holding her close, whispered into her hair, "Let them say what they want. Our truth is enough." It was a moment no camera captured, but one that staff members would quietly recount for days afterwards. But even in this whirlwind of emotions, a second bombshell was quietly brewing beneath the surface, something only their closest circle knew. Doctors warned them that despite the pregnancy being a miracle, Mei Mei's health required constant monitoring. The risk involved was higher than average, and any sign of physical exhaustion or emotional stress could potentially affect both her and the baby. This revelation, kept secret from the public, shaped almost every decision they made moving forward. Late-night rehearsals, overseas promotions, and major film festivals were all abruptly canceled, not because they wanted to hide, but because they couldn't risk the fragile heartbeat they had just discovered. In the days following the announcement, paparazzi swarmed every corner of their lives, desperate to capture even a single glimpse of the newlyweds stepping into parenthood. But instead of shying away, Yulong did something unexpected. He confronted the cameras directly. When reporters shouted intrusive questions, instead of ignoring them, he simply raised his hand and said, "Please respect her. That's all I ask." His tone was firm, colder than usual, but filled with a protective determination that left even the paparazzi momentarily stunned. Clips of this moment spread instantly, with millions praising him for drawing a line no one expected him to draw so boldly. Meanwhile, Yang Mei Mei remained quiet, almost intentionally so. Her social media accounts, normally filled with bright behind-the-scenes photos, went completely silent. But this silence wasn't fear. It was preservation. Every day she wrote entries in a private journal, documenting her journey into motherhood, her